Hi everyone, hope you're well. I want you to sit back, relax, because I'm taking you on a trip. So for a couple of months now I've been planning a day trip to the Isles of Scilly. Now for those of you that don't know what the Isles of Scilly are or where they are an archipelago, posh word for me, off the southwest coast of England, off Cornwall. And if you look on the screen here you will see that obviously you've got the United Kingdom. And then if you go right down to the southwest coast there off Cornwall, you will see this small little clump of islands, and that clump of islands is called the Scilly Isles. Now there's 5 main islands that form the archipelago. You have St Mary's, which is the largest island. Then you have Tresco, St Martin's, Brea, and I think down here you have St Agnes. And of course, as you can imagine, they have a lot of also smaller islands which I think remain closed. I think some remain closed for the full year and some remain closed just for part of the year due to all the wildlife that's down there. As you can imagine, it's got some pretty rare wildlife down there, so some of the islands do remain closed for all of the year due to rare birds. And I think the name for the islands has come from Latin, which is insulae Scillonian. I don't know what that means or how you pronounce that, but I'll put it on the screen there how it's spelt. And I think some authors have derived that the Latin word Scillonian relates to solis insulae, which translates to the Isles of the Sun. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, because they're still part of the UK. So and where it is, it's going to get battered by the winds coming off the Atlantic there. But yeah, just a little bit of islands. Now, to get to the islands, there are a number of ways you can get from the mainland. You can fly there using a couple of options, and also you can catch, whether or not you want to call it a ferry, I suppose it would be, but there is a vessel that goes from Penzance Harbour called the Scillonian. And if you look on the website called the Isles of Scilly Travel, you will see here that you have 3 options of getting there. You can go by the Scillonian ferry, which I think is called the Scillonian 3. I did go over to the Scilly Isles a good few years ago, I'd say 35 years ago, but I can't remember if it was this exact vessel or if in fact it was the Scillonian 2. Well, it says for 40 years there, so I must have gone on that very boat. And I think it does take an hour and 2 hours and 45 to get there, and you travel from Penzance Harbour and you go out there on a route and you go round St Mary's. If it comes up on the screen here, you actually travel around through St Mary's and you dock at Hewtown, which is the main sort of little port, little town, little village on St Mary's on the Isles of Scilly. And I think if you can see there, if I zoom in there, you can see the Scillonian there docked at the quayside, and you might be able to get a street view on here. If I just drop my little man on there, let's just have a look. That's the harbour. No, I don't think the Scillonian's there, but that's where the Scillonian docks, and that's where obviously you spend your day wandering round St Mary's, and of course that's where it leaves from. to bring you back home to Penzance. Now you can island hop if you want to go and visit one of the other islands, St Agnes, Tresco, Brea or St Martin's. You can arrange to get like another little boat from Hughtown across to one of the other islands, but of course that could take obviously an extra hour or so, and I think the Scillonian leaves about 4:30 to get back to Penzance, so you only have probably 3, maybe 4 hours at a push of actual time to spend exploring the islands and the surrounding area. But you can obviously arrange to stay in a B&B or a hotel or whatever, and obviously spend 1 day, 2 days, a week maybe, because I have seen quite a few times when we've been down in Penzance and the boat has just docked. Loads of people coming off the Scillonian with cases and canoes and obviously camera gear, because there's a lot of bird watchers that go out there. All sorts. I mean, I have, when I was younger, but you used to be able to go and watch them unload the Scillonian, because here you can see the crane on the front there. That is actually the crane that goes and drops luggage down into the hold and drop items onto the dockside. And I've seen cars coming out, I've seen unfortunately coffins coming out, because I suppose people do die on the islands, but that crane there, that crane picks stuff up out of the hold. So of course if you wanted to go across with a surfboard or a hang glider or something of size, then you do need to put that down in the hold, and obviously you have to arrange and book and tell them that you have got some larger items. I think it's all described in there. Now you can also fly. You can fly from Penzance heliport. If I just take you over to Penzance, you can fly from the heliport, which is just outside Penzance there. You can also fly from Land's End Airport, which is just out near St Just, on the Skybus. And I think you can also fly from, correct me if I'm wrong, Newquay and from Exeter. And I think the journey times, I think from Land's End is 20 minutes, from Exeter it's 60 minutes, from Newquay it's 30 minutes. So it's not too bad, to be fair. Obviously it might cost a little bit more, and of course you're restricted to the size of your luggage if you go by plane or helicopter, but that's to be expected. So yeah, there are a few options, and you can also mix and match. So you can go out there on the ferry and you can fly back, or you can fly out there and catch the ferry back. So there's a couple of options what you can do. So if you do spend more than a day out there, 2 or 3 days, you can get the ferry out and then you can fly back for a more scenic route if you wanted to. So that's pretty smart. And of course you can book here on the website, on the travel Isles of Scilly travel website, and you can tell them whether you want to fly out and sail back or sail out and fly back, and of course choose your dates and bits and bobs and select your how many people are going. And then here of course is the helicopter service from Penzance Heliport, where you can book now and travel with dogs and all sorts. So it's pretty good, to be honest, because there's obviously a lot of islands that they need to service. There's no roads out there, there's no tunnel linking the mainland to the Scilly Isles. It's about 20 miles off, is it about 20 miles? Let's just have a look. Yeah, 25 miles. Well, to St Mary's it's 28 miles, so it's you know, there's no tunnel or there's no road out there. You know, you either have to fly or get a boat. So what I've decided to do is get the Scillonian out from Penzance and spend a bit of time on the island doing some photography. And what I think I'm going to do is concentrate on this sort of, well, I suppose you could call it western edge or southwestern edge, this little peninsula that sticks out here, because I think you can see a path there that goes all the way around, and you can walk there. King's Charles Battery, Coast Artillery, Colonel George Boscawen's Battery, and I think that is like a path that goes all the way around maybe, and it doesn't look too far, so I think I should be able to cover hopefully most of that within the time, maybe 3 hours that I've got on the islands, and obviously I'd like something to eat and have time to sit down and just have a drink, I suppose, before I catch the ferry back to Penzance and obviously back home. So it's going to be quite interesting. Like I said, I have been on the islands many years ago, but it all seems very vague at the minute. I mean, I can't even remember. I don't know why you can't get street view on here. Well, let's just take you down onto the beach. Oh, there's the Scillonian there, look. So that's where it docks when it comes in. And then it's quite a sizable town. Huge town. So I'm quite looking forward to this one. So tickets are booked. All I've got to do now is pack my bag and get myself on there. So if you want to come with me, I think we best get going. So just boarded the ferry, come across the gangplank there, and then obviously just walk up the deck. There's a few levels, I think. I think there's a lower level. I think there's a couple of cafes. There's a lower level. I think where you feel sick, I think you can sit down in there if you feel a bit queasy, which is in the lowest part of the ship. And then a couple of cafes, which I'm sure I'll be sampling. And then we set sail in about 45 minutes, so there's a bit of time to set up my cameras. I'm doing a time lapse of the ship leaving harbour. And if I just take you over yonder, that's the way onto the ship with the lifeboats and things, and then also the gangplank onto the boat. And I'll just take you around this side here just to show you the harbour, Penzance Harbour. It's a bit grey today, it's a bit overcast, but at least it's not raining. That's a bonus. So I think when people finally get on and we get a bit more settled, I'll set my time lapse up so I know what space I've got, to be honest, and I'll start to do my time lapse. So I'll just show you a view off the back of the boat. I mean, we're right at the back of the harbour here. We're right on the back there. You can see it's all anchored into the harbour with ropes. Quite a busy day today. Quite a busy day. So when we get sailing, I'll come back to you as we are just leaving port So in about another half an hour or so. So yeah, I'll come back to you in a sec. So yeah, finally set sail. We've left Penzance about 15-20 minutes ago, and heading out to sea to the Scillies. So it's quite a busy boat. I mean, you've got Marazion right in the distance down there. We're just going past Lamona Cove. Sorry about the wind. And then we're just coming up on Tortador Lighthouse, which I want to get a photograph in the distance there. But yeah, it's biting, absolutely biting. So I think I might disappear inside for a coffee, I think, and a bite to eat, because it's absolutely Baltic. Cracking waves though. Coming up the side of the boat there. Yeah, I just want to get a picture of Tortador Lighthouse before I pack my bag and go and get a coffee. So I'll come back to you in a minute. We're about an hour into the journey now. That's the Guy Martha, which I think is the vessel that takes freight over to the Scillies, and it is rocking and moving a bit at the minute. You can feel it. Oh, I don't know if you can see that on the camera there. That's a really weird sensation, to be honest. And there's people walking around like they're drunk and things. It's really funny. It's really funny, but yeah, I think you can see the Scillies in the distance as well, around the other side. So if I just take you around the other side, what can we see? Yeah, no, you can't see anything up the top of there. Yeah, you can see off the end there. You can't really see much of the coast. I think mainland England's gone now. It's too far away. I just want to get hold of something. Yeah, I don't know if you can make that out. Looking and oh, feel a bit drunk myself. I'll just take you up here. Yeah, you can see the Scillies in the distance. If I just take you to this handrail. Whoa. Yeah, you can see the Scillies just on the horizon. And I don't know if you can probably just see the mainland Land's End just back there in the mist, maybe. Like I said, I think it's about 28 mile off the coast. Oh, this wind blowing a gale. Woo! Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then looking back there. Yeah, we've got about an hour to go. And you can see the Scillies over in the distance there, so we're not far away. It's a bit choppy. And then as soon as we get to the dockside, I'll be able to get exploring. So I'll speak to you in a second when we dock at St Mary's in Hugh-town. That was fantastic. I've just come off the Scillonian there, walked along the quay, and I'm now just walking up, I think it's called Garrison Hill, I think up to the top to do some photography. And I've only got probably 3 hours, so I'm a bit pushed for time. So hopefully when I get up to the top of this hill, I should see some amazing scenery. I don't know if you saw, there was a massive ocean liner in the bay. Enormous, so you can see the Scillonian there, look. That's what I've just got off there and walked along the quay. It's really picturesque. Like I said, I've not been here for a good few years. But it's nice to come back. Nice to come back, but I'd recommend the Scillonian. Oh, that's fantastic. Fantastic. So let's get up round here and see what we can do. So I'll come back to you when I find where I'm going. Just walked up the hill there, through the arch, and look at this for a view. Look at that. That's the ocean liner that we sailed past. That's my yacht that I've just come off. Scillonian's just here, I don't know if you can spot that there over the top of the buildings. And this is the harbour. And that's the Star Castle Hotel. And I'm going to scooch around this path. Oh, that is excellent view. And I think these are all the little islands. I can't quite remember the names of them at the minute, but you can pre-book a little ferry and obviously island hop between St Martin's, Tresco, Brea and St Agnes. I think that one's St Agnes. That's south, yeah, I think that's St Agnes. Oh, it's a bit windy though. Sorry if it's quite windy on the mic. But I did want to get a bit lower down to the sea, because I don't know if there's a path lower down. I mean, there's some gun turrets down the bottom there. I don't know if you can see the gun turrets down in the bottom. But I didn't want to get a bit lower, so unless there's a little cut through that I can get to, I don't know. So I'll see what we've got further on the path. Oh, just found this little gate. You can see here, the path sort of shoots off to the right. So I'm hoping that this takes me down towards, oh, that might take me down somewhere, I don't know. That's my yacht, look, I don't know who's nicked it, but someone's pinched my yacht. I'm just trying to see where this path goes, if it goes anywhere. Oh, it might go down to the sea edge. Looking on my phone. It might do, so I think I'll follow this down to see if it takes me to the water's edge. But yeah, look at that yacht. That's massive. Absolutely massive. So yeah, hopefully, I want to try and see some of those landmarks that I've just mentioned in my introductory video. But yeah, like I said, sorry, the Scillonian, the crossing was fantastic. I mean, it's 2 hours 45, but it just, you know, it just disappeared. It was felt a bit weird, you know. Felt like you're drunk and you're having to, as you can imagine, with the ebb of the water, and quite a lot of people were being a bit sick. But other than that, not a problem, and I really would recommend it for the price as well. It's really good, really good. So yeah, see what we get down here. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Amazing view. Yeah, I think one of these points is where I want to get to. So we'll see what we've got, and then I'll probably set on my camera if I can find a good composition and come back to you then.
Here we are, I think I found the first one. I came down the path and came through that gate. Instead of going that way, instead of going left, I came right. And I found King Charles Battery, which is like a gun emplacement thing, which it looks like, right on the shoreline. I think the sun's starting to pike out a bit as well. What's that say here? King Charles Battery. Don't know if I can go over here. Should be able to, I reckon. Yeah, with the ramparts and the guns from whatever era. Wow. What is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Oh, and there's a sign on the wall there, look. King Charles Battery, built in the 1740s. Wow. By all means, if you want to pause the video, please do and have a read. 1740. So those been there since 1740. Wow. It was an important position defending the entrance to the harbour from St Mary's Sound. Wow. Interesting read. Unless there's one missing there, I don't know, there's an empty spot. But yeah, look at that for the view out of the gun here. Straight out over there. Imagine that, looking down the barrel of a gun, boom. Oh, it's been plugged up, yeah. Yeah, straight out there. Amazing. Can't really spot any compositions at the minute on here. If you notice, I'm not wearing my usual woolly hat because I thought today, a slight chance of sunshine, and with me having fair hair, fair skin, I don't want to get burnt. I mean, I get burnt stood next to the oven, for Pete's sake. So I thought I'd wear my cap. But yeah, that's pretty cool. It's a nice start. So I'm going to carry on walking around the path now to see what we come across next, and maybe get some shots down on the shoreline for some good photos. So I'll come back to you in a sec. Spotted a nice looking rock formation, that rock there, but I don't think there's a way down to it. I think it's got like a little arch in it as well from when I was walking along the shoreline just a bit further on, but I don't think there's nowhere for me to get down to that rock. I mean, what's just down this path? Let me just oh, yeah. See, I don't like. Oh, yeah. I can't get down there. Can't get to that without clambering all over this lot. And plus, this doesn't feel very secure. I mean, I could get down over there, but then I've got to work my way all across. And that'll take me a while, I should imagine. But yeah, with the time scale I've got, obviously I've got to be back to the Scillonian by, I think it's, well, it sails at 4:30, but you've got to be on, I can't remember if it's half an hour or at least half an hour or an hour before it sails, so just against time, just against the clock, to be honest. But I should be alright, I should be alright. So I'm just trying to get to this next point, which I think is called Searchlight, from memory. Which I can just see it sticking out on the point just round here. So let's get just round here. Another thing I've just realised as well, which I feel I can relax a bit more, is that I'm on some island. Well, Scilly Isles, I'm on an island. So there should be no snakes. Oh look, there's the arch, look. Sorry, yeah. I don't know if you can see it there, in my fingers there, the arch that I wanted to get a shot of, but yeah, I don't think I'll get down there. But no, sorry. Because I'm on an island, Scilly Isles, it's not connected to the mainland, so there's no snakes, apart from if people have a pet. I don't know. So I'm sort of a bit more relaxed than what I usually am when I'm out on these adventures. And of course, cows. I don't know, does Scilly Isles have any cows? I don't know if any of you guys out there that might be watching this video and live on the Scillies. I've not seen any cows yet. I suppose you have cows, I suppose. I don't know, is tourism the main form of income on the Scillies, or do you have farming? I don't quite know, to be honest. So it'd be interesting to see if anybody that lives on the Scillies is watching and can maybe leave a comment. Here we are, look, this is like, I think it's like a lookout. An old World War I, World War II lookout point, lookout station, I think. Oh yeah, look at that. Obviously totally weathered with where it is. Yeah. But again, I don't know, I'll have to probably spend a couple of seconds trying to find a composition, but I think we've got St Martin's over there. And I don't know if it's Tresco, I think, over there. But yeah, that looks smart, that. I might see if I can probably zoom in with my lens. Set up just here and zoom in with my lens there just to try and get a shot of that arch with my telephoto. Might give that a go. Yeah, let's try and just see what we can get. Oh, round here. Is that an old wall? An old rampart, I think they're called. What's this sign say? Path diverted due to coastal erosion. Not a problem. Yeah, just go into this old abandoned lookout point. I mean, what's it say on my phone? It says it's coast artillery searchlight. So it's, yeah, seen better days naturally. But yeah, imagine standing here looking out and seeing your enemy come. Yeah, cool. So yeah, I think I'm going to set up my camera maybe and just take a picture, see if I can take a picture of that arch down there. So I'll stick that on the screen so you can have a look at that and see how it's come out. Look at this for a view. I've worked my way on from the lookout. Just along the path, it is a bit eroded, there is a sign, but you can get along, so I'd just probably stick to the signs and not be daft like me. But yeah, I've just walked down onto this sort of, I don't know, rocky outcrop, if you will. Islands over there. Little bay, rocky bay. But again, it's just so busy and so compact and messy. I'm just trying to work out if there's a decent composition anywhere, but again, you know, I can't, I'm hot, I'm taking me. Oh, that's nice. Give me a head a bit of a breather. But yes, I'm glad I've come down to this lower point because there's a couple of people up on that upper one up there. And I would have preferred, luckily I found it, but I would have preferred to come down to this one down next to the sea, which I found. And there's a guy coming along with a dog there, so. But yeah, it's too busy. There's so much going on with rocks everywhere, and I can't sort of really find a decent composition. So I'm going to push on round a bit further. And I think the next one along is George's Boscawen Battery, I think it is. Again, probably another lookout maybe in the war. But there's a continual noise of boats going across because, just take that off my wrist. You got the ferry going, I don't quite know if you can see it. You got the ferry going here from the, well, mainland if you call it, from the main island across all the littler islands, smaller islands. I suppose people need to travel. So yeah, there's just a little continual noise of boats in the background. Oh, it's nice, quite a busy little port. Just jump up that. Oh. So yeah, I'm going to push on further around the coast, see what we can see. But that ocean line is just following me everywhere. It's massive. Here, look, I think this is I don't know, that might be a lifeguard. That could be a lifeguard vessel, that I suppose. Don't know. So yeah, let's push on a bit further round. Oh. Just getting round now. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh. Went over my ankle. Oh. Just getting round now to Colonel George. It's called Colonel George's Boscawen Battery, and I think it looks like a bit of a naval ship out there in the bay. Where's it gone? Can't find it. I suppose it's the same colour as the water. Oh yeah, just there, look. Yeah, just gone over my ankle. Oh, mind you, I've not got my walking boots on. I've got my Adidas. Oh, look at that. Look at that for a view. Again, this looks like another old lookout point, lookout post. I mean, out there, if you just kept going out there, you get to the US. So this is the furthest UK reaches. Again, still the island in the distance there. And I don't quite know if I've got to go right round to that point. I don't think I have, but I'm going to go round here to this next location here. But yeah, that's it. I think I probably need to watch where I'm going a bit more. Just, oh, looks like the path dies a death, to be honest, but we'll see. Have I got any decent compositions down here? Maybe I need to spend a bit of time searching for them, but I mean, it might have been an idea to, you know, come out here maybe for 2 or 3 days. I don't know, but loving it so far. It's a nice shot there of the pink flowers and the ancient monument, if you will. Yeah, I think the tree just dives behind these bushes here and hopefully carries on, because that's all eroded along there. So I can't really walk along there. And I think the next one is, I don't know if you can see those stones in the wall. Maybe somewhere there. I think that's where I'm heading for next. So yeah. So luckily, my foot's worn off. So I think I'll see what we got a bit further along the path. Yeah, it does. It sort of shoot up side of these bushes. Shall we go this way? I'm assuming the beach is just so there. Yeah, the wall's there, look. It must be a Roman fort. It must be a fort, because that wall has been with me ever since. But then again, I went up Garrison Hill, I think, when I got here. So Garrison, naturally you'd think army. Yeah, just walking through this little woods. Look at that for a tree. That's a weird mangled little thing in there. And then I'm assuming we come out onto the coast path again, just further down here. It's opening out a bit. Maybe, maybe not. I'll see where it ends. I'll see where it finishes. Still going. The wall's still there, look, following me along. Just, you know, looking for compositions all the time. Because I want to try and make the most of it while I'm here, you see. I mean, I've not done too bad. Oops. I've not done too bad. I've been going, what, less than an hour. And I think I've nearly got round this little southwestern little peninsula that I mentioned to you that I was going to concentrate on. That's a nice shot through there, with the pink flowers and the rocks and the birds flying around. It is so picturesque. For those of you that haven't been before, it's well worth it. If you do come to Cornwall on holiday, you've got to spend a day on the Scillies. And I said travel options. If you look at the beginning of this video, the travel options are just endless, phenomenal. So many choices. Boats, helicopters, planes. I mean, the boat was, like I said, it was an experience. And I'm looking forward to going back, to be honest. It was it was pretty calm coming out of Penzance, and then we got past Land's End. Ooh, up and down it went. What have we got here? There's another little. I'll get through here, just show you the view off of this point. Oh, there's another gun up there, look. Get to that in a sec. Oh yeah, that's where I've just been on there, look, where you can see the lookout point on the end there. Just come along through these trees. Wow, I'm warm. Really warm. But yeah, I think this in here, this is the beach. Is it Porth Cressa or Porth Cressa Beach? Which is just the opposite side to Hugh Town. So where we landed in the boat there, in Hugh Town, we just walk across through the shops and through the buildings and you come on Porth Cressa Beach. Oh yeah, because we came on past that lighthouse. All right, yes. All right, I'm just trying to get my bearings, because I think the Scillonian, correct me if I'm wrong, did used to come in north, round past St Mary's. Oh. And then obviously docked at in Hugh Town, but today it came in south, unless that's tidal. I don't know, and obviously the depth of water is critical. So, but yeah, I got a little confused there. So yeah, we'll see where we get to in a sec. Which way do I go here? I'm assuming this way. Which way do I go now? Oh, there's the guns. I'll tell you what, oh look, morning battery point, look. Oh, here we are. Another monument. What's this one called? Yeah, morning battery point. Again, gun emplacement. And I'm assuming this is another little hideaway. Oh, oh, look at that. Oh, I don't know, there's a... Oh, it must be. Hey up. Oh yes, check it out. Look at that. Yeah, that's Porth Cressa Beach, which looks so idyllic, it's unreal. And the Scillonian is just over the other side of there, so I've come round in a big circle. But yeah, I think the Scillonian came in here, obviously where that ship is there, and then came into Hugh that way, whereas before it came round the north of the island. And that confused me a bit, but easily done, easily done. But yeah, I can't really get down. I can't really get down there to go out to there. There's nowhere to drop down, because that's a good drop down there. That's a good 6 feet drop. So I'll have to see if there's another spot to get down maybe. See if I can get some composition sorted. I'll have a look. That's been fantastic, that. Got some amazing photos of the flowers and the shoreline there, looking over to the lighthouse. Some of the bay, looking over. I don't know if you can make out the lighthouse in the distance on the other island. Well, that's been ace. Just spent 20 minutes, half an hour, just to get me breath, just to get me breath, just to you know, take time a bit, because I've got the majority of this little. Oh, do you know? Me and me going over my ankle today. Yeah, I just need to took my breath, took my time, and I think I might sort of head back now and just sort of try and have a wander around the shops or something maybe, or get something to eat. Maybe even some shots on the beach, and maybe some of Hugh when I get back in there. So I'll make my way back up now up the path, heading back towards Hugh and see what awaits. So I'll catch you back up there. Yeah, on reflection, maybe my trainers weren't the best footwear to put on, but that's quite a nice little walk down the path there, back down to Hugh, or shall I say back up to Hugh, and the sea's just to the right of me over this wall. But yeah, maybe trainers aren't the best footwear. I mean, I just thought, you know, they might be a bit comfier when we've been in them all day, because obviously I've left home this morning at 7:15, and the Scillonian doesn't get back in till 7:15 tonight. And I thought if I'm in my usual hiking boots, it might start to hurt my feet a bit. But never mind, I've enjoyed myself. Still got a couple of hours left. So I'm going to find a cafe, I think, get a drink and something to eat, and then probably have a wander around Newtown. So we'll see what we get when we get up this path. Across this other battery position with a gun emplacement, looking out over the bay. Again, amazing view. Amazing view, so quiet. And then over here, look, is Port Cressy Beach, which I think I'm going to make my way down to. See if there's a cafe. There's a cafe maybe on the end there. Through Hewtown, and of course the Scillonian is on the other side of the little stretch of land here. That's the lifeboat house on the end there that you can see when we came in, just above that yellow house. So I think I'm going to make my way, find my way down to Port Cressy Beach and try and get just a drink and a bite to eat, because I'm feeling it a bit. It's warm, really warm. I mean, I think we've got better weather here than we had when we set off. All the clouds seem to have gone and blue sky. So yeah, it's really warm. So yeah, let's get down into Hewtown and see if we can have a bite to eat. Yeah, the road there just brought me back round in a big loop. And this is the road that I walked up this morning. Oh, God, dear me. Done it again. Got over my ankle again. Nightmare. Gotta watch this. Oh, that's 3 times today I've gone over my ankle. Never mind. Right, let's get a drink, because I am spitting feathers. I've just walked around the bay there, through Hewtown, and I'm now on Port Cressy Beach. What a spot this is. This is just unreal. Sound of the water lapping up on the coast onto the beach. Busy cafe. Oh, it's just idyllic. It's just absolutely idyllic as anything. Fantastic, fantastic. There's that little cafe there. It looks really good, but it looks busy. And there's probably 2, 4, 6. There's probably 6, 8 in the queue. So I'll have to find another one somewhere else, I reckon. But not to worry, not to worry. Sure, there's another cafe that I spotted back in the town. So I might just have a little wander back along the beach and maybe just nip to that cafe there. But yeah, I mean, when I've just been there, it's just on the end of that point. We can see those boats, that battery, and then come back up the path. You can see the battery where those 2 white houses are there. You can see that there's another battery just in front of those 2 white houses. And then just came down into the town. Yeah, my ankle, I need to watch my ankle, to be honest. I don't know why I keep going over my ankle. I don't know, I ain't got a clue. But yeah, I don't know. Probably just clumsy more than anything. But yeah, I'm going to go back and see if I can get a sandwich and have a nice picturesque walk along the beach, I think. Because I thought that was a guy snorkeling. It's a seagull. I thought he was snorkeling. There's a seagull out there. I thought he was a guy with a snorkel. So yeah, so it's an amazing picturesque walk along here, as you can imagine. So I think I'm going to have a nice leisurely walk and then have a drink finally, sit down and have a rest for 2 seconds. So I'll come back to you probably when I'm back on the ship, which is in a couple of hours, about an hour and a half. So yeah, I'll probably come back to you when I'm back on the ship. So I'll speak to you then. yeah, on our approach now into Penzance Harbour. It's been quite an eventful journey back. The boat's been rocking quite a bit from side to side with the strong seas and the strong winds as well. I'm sure you can hear that. But no, it's been a good day. I've enjoyed it. I've got quite some decent images there on St Mary's and explored the island a little bit. So wow. So I think I might pay a trip back out there, maybe visit one of the other islands, Tresco or St Martin's, which will be rather interesting. So if you've enjoyed it, as I have, please give the video a thumbs up. Please tickle the notification bell so you don't miss a video when I upload them. And also please subscribe, that'd be fantastic. So thank you, take care, and I will see you very soon on the next one.